especially as accountability for what has been accomplished and what wasn't and why. So that will be a good start for you, the new team. But overall, I want to say that it is the easier bit, especially for those taking over, because after this, business begins and you are the captains of the ship with all its functions and dysfunctions, and like they say, with all the assets and liabilities. After all, like the Honorable Minister keeps saying, leadership is about identifying problems and sorting those problems. That is why I'm also cautious regarding congratulations, especially at this stage. So I'm not mean, but I think the best time for that should be at the end of your tour of duty. What lies ahead are expectations. Many expectations from your leaders, from the force, from the public, from your peers, even your peers in the security sector, and also among yourselves. It's about serious and heavy responsibility. It's about managing constraints as you deliver on these responsibilities. Like you all know, police delivers a public good, internal security and safety, enforcement of the law and order. In that regard, I want to say that we have many unsung achievements and good deeds by our rank and file. Many of these have been put down in the handover report. Unsung, unthanked most times because that is our job. So we don't need to be thanked for what we should do. The public and our leaders expect nothing less. But we also have our persistent image issues, and I want to mention them, by which we are unfortunately largely judged. And it is in the public domain. I won't fear to say it. Corruption and professional behavior, tendencies of inefficiency, and lack of or slow response to situations, involvement in land grabbing, etc., etc. These are an uncomfortable indictment which you as police leaders must address in a more profound way. In addition, building on what your predecessors have done, you need to continue to address in a meaningful way the welfare of the force and the working environment with all the necessary critical enablers to do the job more effectively. Training infrastructure, detection and investigation of crime, mobility and quick response, among others. Hitherto, we have had cross-pollination of effort with officers from UPDF blending with you to offer leadership to the force. We commend their tremendous contribution and monumental effort in force building. And at this time, I want to congratulate Geoffrey and team for a job well done. Together with your predecessors, because you are not the first. From the onset of the force, we had, I think, British Army officers when the force was starting. Then later, we had General Amala, General Kale, Major General Saviti, Lieutenant General Lokech, RIP, and Major General Katsigazi and colleagues. We commend you and we salute you for your contribution. The President has now put you on test. after a long period of midwifing. Please don't disappoint him. Acquit yourselves well, lead well, and even better. Build on the achievements this far and scale the heights to improve the force. To do this, I'll give you a few tips. You may take it or leave them. You need grit. Grit as in G-R-I-T. You need determination. Study legs and resolve. You need a sense of purpose. 2, you need to ensure force discipline through an elaborate regime of sanctions and reward. The minister has already said you can't have people who bear arms be administered using the public service standing orders. They are good, yes, but they are insufficient. People must fear to make deliberate, consistent mistakes. That becomes impunity. So if somebody makes a mistake, consequences must be expensive. That is how discipline is ensured in the UPDF, and I think you may have to borrow a leaf. So you need to review the Code of Service Discipline alongside, hopefully, a comprehensive review of the force, which I think is due. Also, you need to emphasize elaborate foundational training. Foundational training is key. If you are not trained well enough at your basic level, then like they say, you become stunted. Of course, in addition to continuous career development training at intermediate level and senior levels, to ensure that you have a quality force with the necessary skill sets to do the job effectively. So numbers are not enough. You can have the numbers, but without discipline, you'll be a mob. In addition, you need to ensure conscious discipline. I'm glad they have made a new PC in the names of Bamnoba. I hope you are as tall as this task. You need to build a force culture and ethos. What are you for in the larger scheme of things? And I saw the IGP is on the same script. You need to know, every member of the force needs to know what they are for. In the larger scheme of Uganda's security, in the larger scheme of our country's business. That is your multiplier effect. That is your asante, your contribution to the overall goals of security and well-being of the country. Last, I want that you ensure teamwork and provide leadership. You've been given these assignments, provide leadership. We shall support you. I trust that both of you will deliver. DIG, don't be shy to abandon fine art, but don't do abstract art. Do real art of real things that happen in the docket. And with those few words, I wish you Godspeed, and I want to invite the Honorable Minister to give his words of advice and remarks to the congregation. God bless you.